Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about every step that I used to create my Amazon business when I was first starting in specific order. All right, so we're not going to be going too deep into any one topic, but I'm going to be laying out the blueprint of how you would approach this business if you're looking to get started. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in watching, be sure to stick around to the end. Be sure to like and subscribe if you happen to be new, but without further ado, let's just move right into it. So we're here in my computer, and obviously, you know, I've actually documented this whole journey, which is really cool, and I'm really proud to have done that. So if you go to my channel, I mean, you could actually see what I was doing at the time that I'm talking about, right? Now these videos are probably pretty cringy now. I think I watched a couple of them not too long ago, me and my girlfriend, and we were laughing. But hey, you got to start somewhere, right? So if we go to the oldest ones, you could see, I think there's one right here. Yeah, I'm a business owner. I started a company, right? So that was over 2 years ago, and that was one of the first steps that I took, and that's one of the first steps I'll be telling you about here today. So if we come over to this site called Incfile, this is actually where I started. Okay, now you don't have to start here, but this is what I did, right? So I'm just showing you every step that I did. So I went to Incfile and I started my LLC for like $250. I was just working part-time at this time. That was kind of a lot of money for me, but I knew that I was going to be taking this thing and running with it for years and years, and this was going to be what I was going to do. I was committed. I had conviction that this was the business model I was going to follow. So I was like, hey, I'm not going to wait to launch a business. I'm just going to start the official LLC right now. And that's what I did. So there is a link down below, and there will be a link to a video about how to start an LLC down in the videos mentioned section as well. I do have an affiliate link for Incfile. So if you're going to start a business, you could help me out. I make a little kickback from that. But if you don't want to do that, you actually don't have to. A big question that I get is, do I have to start a business before I start selling on Amazon? And absolutely no. Okay, I've actually asked professional business advisors and tax professionals about this, and they say absolutely you do not have to. You can actually just start. It might be better for you to not do it actually until you know you're going to be committed to this, because this is a business that you're starting. It's an LLC that you're responsible for. So if you just are thinking, maybe I'll try this out, see if I can make it work, well, get a couple products going, you start profiting $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month, well then you could start an LLC then and just move everything over. So that's also an option. But that was the first thing that I did, right? You could see on my YouTube channel there years ago, I started that, and it was really exciting for me. Got my little booklet in the mail with all my papers. I was super excited. Then the next thing that I did was I bought product research software. So the first piece of software, this is literally the next step. I was like, all right, I got to find a product to sell. I mean, I was looking at a freaking lint remover or whatever this fabric shaver is. You get sweatpants and they're like so soft. The first day you get them and you wash them, they're like pilled like crazy. Gotta get one of these. But anyway, so I got Jungle Scout Chrome extension. That was literally my next move after getting a business. I was like, all right, I gotta find something to sell. If I'm gonna find something to sell, I need to figure out what's making money and figure out, hey, how, you know, can I prove if this is gonna sell? Can I prove this is gonna work? So that's when I reached out and bought Jungle Scout. When I bought Jungle Scout, it was $100 and you get it for a lifetime. So that was kind of cool. It's not like that anymore. Years ago, that was their structure. But again, there will be a link down below to get Jungle Scout if you're interested in Jungle Scout. Now I use Helium 10 probably a lot more than Jungle Scout, but Jungle Scout's still a great software, and it's more affordable, which is nice for everyone that's just getting started and maybe has a lower budget. Now, after I got Jungle Scout, the next step that I did was I started looking for my product. Now I have tons of product research videos on my channel, so you can go watch any of those at your free will, right? There's literally hundreds. So you can go back, check out how to do product research. We're not going to do that here because that would take a whole video. But the basics of it is you want to find a product that you can afford to rank and keep in stock and pick that product, and then we move on to the next thing. So after I picked the product that I was going to sell, I went to a site called Alibaba.com. Now Alibaba.com, you probably all know this already, but it's where you find products and you find suppliers, and you could source things at a cheaper cost than you're going to sell them for. And that's how you become profitable on Amazon is, you know, of course, you buy something for $4, you sell it for $19.99, and then after fees, hopefully you're making some profit in there. So I went to Alibaba.com and I started looking for what I was going to sell. Now I was looking for a mobile game controller. That was my first product. So I would have typed that into Alibaba. And then I started looking through here and I said, okay, that's pretty much what I want to sell. I'm going to purchase this. And then the next thing that you have to do is order a sample. After you get a quote and you reach out to them, they say they can make it for you, you get a sample sent to your home address. So you get the sample. Now this is embarrassing to admit, but I did not order a sample for my first product. Okay, I was a rookie. I was just like, all right, yeah, it looks good. Pictures of the product, looks good. They've sold to other sellers, looks fine. I'm gonna order it. I now would never do that. I always recommend getting a sample from your supplier. So far we've gone through creating your business, doing product research, reaching out to a supplier. Now the next thing that you have to do is confirm your profit margins. Take that quote that your supplier gave you and go back to Amazon, see what they're selling for on average, and consider the fact that you shouldn't price as if you're gonna have significantly higher pricing, right? Like you're gonna be able to sell for twice as much. That almost never is the case. So assume that you actually have to sell for what your made a range of competitors are selling for, not this one guy that sells for $60, but what on average pretty much everyone sells for, and then even dock yourself a couple dollars and see if you're still profitable there. That's the next thing that I did, was I went back and I made sure my numbers worked. And guess what? I ended up with a 65% net margin on my first product. I was sourcing it for $4.40 all in, with shipping, landed at Amazon, and I was selling it for $24.99, and it was in small standard size. This was a crazy, awesome product that the fees were so low. It just worked out perfectly. There's a little bit of luck that played in there, but it's okay. You do the right things. Luck, as I think Tony Robbins says, is just a combination of preparation meeting opportunity, right? So if you're prepared, the right opportunity comes across, you can take action on that. And then after I got my sample, after I confirmed it was going to be profitable, I placed my order. That's where you have to take action, right? Everyone usually gets to this point, but it's moving past this point that a lot of people get stuck with. So I found the product. The profit margins made sense. There wasn't a ton of competitors. There was proof of concept, competitors with a small amount of reviews making a good amount of money. And then there wasn't hundreds of sellers. There was, maybe 50 sellers selling this product well. And I ordered my product. I ordered 300 units. It ended up costing $13.50 all in. That's with shipping, landed to Amazon. It was about $4.42 or something per unit. If that math is not adding up, then it was not $13.50, it was like $13.47 or $13.60, something like that. But I placed my order, right? And it was gonna be only about 5 to 7 days to prepare the order. And then I air shipped this because it was so small, right? It fits like in a small package, like probably like this big, right? So I air shipped 300 of them directly to Amazon. And at that time, that was only about $1 or $1.50 or something to do because it was a smaller product. So within about 2 weeks from that day that they finished packaging everything, it only took a couple days, like I said, this was active on Amazon. Once I placed my order, I made my listing. Okay, so I made my listing. I started making my photography. At this time, I was doing that all myself. And then once they were done packaging, I made my shipping plan based on the information that the supplier sent to me. And then it was sent over, it went active, and here we go. Then I came over to Amazon Seller Central and I created my sponsored ads, or my Amazon PPC. And on day one, I actually didn't even turn them on, but I sold $350 worth of inventory. Now, this is kind of funny. Like I said, it's really cool that I had documented this process, because we can literally go to my channel and we could look at that very day that happened, this is so cool. This is why I wanted to do this. And I'm glad, like, fast forwarding 2 years from where I was now, it seems like it was just yesterday, but if we come over here, sorry, 375. I made $375 my first day on Amazon. Looking like a goofball right here, but so this was May 2nd, 2018. My product went live May 1st, 2018, and I made apparently $375, and that was definitely revenue, not profit, but I had a 65% margin. So if we come up here to calculator, let's see how much that actually ended up being. I can't do that off of the top of my head right now. Come back. Okay, so 375 times 0.65. So that was, yeah, I don't think it was that high, because I think I had, No, I didn't spend, yeah, that seems about right. I think I might have spent a little bit on ads. This is where 2+ years of since this day, but it ended up being about 200, I think it was $199 worth of profit that very first day. So that was absolutely amazing. I really was not expecting that. And it's exciting, you know, look at this poor camera quality. I was just making these videos on my phone, but it's exciting to be able to look back and see that. So after it went live, it was just about maintaining it. Now here's where I'd like to make this video a little bit more valuable for you, is what would I have done different, right? It's nice to see the steps. Yes, we get it. But is there anything that we should know? You know, I'm talking about you here. Is there anything that you should know when you're starting? And yes, I would say scale quickly. Once you start doing something and it's working, don't start pulling money out of your business and, you know, going on vacations and doing all this stuff. Start pouring that back in, right? Because I would have been a lot further along a lot quicker if when I started making that kind of money, I wasn't like a stupid 18-year-old and doing all this, you know, this stuff with this money. I should have just been launching more variations of that product, digging my heels in and growing that even faster. So that's going to do it for today's video. That's every step of the way. And granted, there's, you know, some clicks that I didn't include. It's not literally click by click, but that would be a 5-hour video. That's essentially everything you need to know to get going. So if that seems like something that you could handle doing, well, maybe you should consider starting this business model. Now, I'm not here to pitch this business model to you, but I do like to lay out the steps and the journey that I've gone through for anyone that's interested, and that's what this channel is all about. So be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And as always, I'll see you here on the channel tomorrow for another video. Thanks so much. Later.